Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and this is your daily energy check. Welcome. I continue staying at the island of Maui, Hawaii, and today I'm actually coming to you from Lahaina, which is on the very western part of the island. Yeah, so let's actually get right into the reading. This is gonna be a classic read. So yeah, let's get started. First, I'm gonna start with North deck. Got the Whispers of the Ocean with me here. Let's see what we have for Divine Feminine first of all. Try to shuffle a little farther away from my speaker. Maybe here. Yeah, I was planning to record something on the beach today, and actually the weather was pretty good and I did go to a really nice beach, but I didn't have a lot of time there, so, and it was a new one for me, so I had to explore by myself first, you know, to swim, to snorkel, to walk, and yeah, there was no time unfortunately to do the reading. And I'm not even gonna promise one tomorrow because I'm gonna be out all day on a tour to another island. But then the one after that, maybe I'll just have to skip a day, we'll see. Depends on how I'm gonna be feeling when I'm back. And then the following day, I do plan to go to the beach in the morning. So yes, I wanna record a reading, maybe even a couple of readings over there. So Divine Feminine, you have 21. Enjoy the journey. I love this. And 21 is about beginnings. It's about new cycle, if you wish. Stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good but necessary. Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or the future. So if any of you are worried about whatever aspect of your life, or you're not sure why things are changing, just trust and relax into it. Everything is happening exactly the way it's supposed to be. And yes, I know firsthand that it's hard to believe that, when, especially when it doesn't look like it, but I personally feel like that's where our trust, yes, is tested, but it's also where it gets cemented the most. Like, it gets, the more you do it in these kind of situations, you know, if it's the negative circumstances, the more powerful it gets. Like the amount of faith that you have, the amount of trust that you have in the divine, in the universe, and in yourself actually, and the amount of release you can do, like to kind of like be at peace and let it happen. So that's Divine Feminine. What do you have for Divine Masculine? Just realized that my dress actually matches the cards. And the main reading is going to be Pink Deck, which also matches the cards. Go figure. So we have Breakthrough to New Dimensions, number 25. I love this card. I love the pose of this fish. A new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forth into your consciousness. Nice. Wants to burst forth into your consciousness. It's like it's sitting there energetically, right? And wants to kind of like get into your conscious space so you can actually do something with it. In real life, right? But you're supposed to break through. And I would say, although it doesn't say it in this card specifically, but yeah, that breakthrough actually also happens through that trust, through that faith, through letting go, right? Because another side of it, of that process, is it helps us be more authentic, it helps us be more aligned, more connected to source, right? To be actually getting those downloads into our consciousness, which is really what it is, right? Because it has a lot of big words there, but really that's what it means, that we get those downloads, right? We are aware of the message. Okay, let's see what's happening with Divine Feminine right now. What do we need to know? Two of Wands. I mean, seriously, I told you guys the other day, I just keep having this card in the reading and in different decks. I almost feel guided to like look up more info on the card itself, just to refresh it for myself, or see maybe there's some sort of meaning I'm missing. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Interesting, but there's progression here, and it's from 5 to 6, which is good. Nice, and into 10. So I'm just gonna go with the messages right away. So I'm getting that, well, this is pretty clear, right? This is a progression of the financial well-being and feeling, how to put it, feeling good in your own skin, you know, in the 3D life. And it can be about finances, but actually it can be about other external attributes, right? Like having a home, for example, or buying a car if you really need one, right? Or maybe renovating your place or something, right? Like it can be that kind of thing. Or maybe getting yourself certain things that you felt you couldn't afford before, like a gym membership or dance lessons or travel somewhere, right? Like it's getting to the 10 of Pentacles through gaining confidence, through understanding how this flow of energy actually works, because the first transition is from 5 into 6. 5 is that stuck energy, right? 5 is like, oh, is replaying that loop in your mind that I'm not, well, basically, essentially, I'm not good enough and I'm not gonna be successful. 6 is about understanding that flow is needed, right? Giving and receiving. It's about this, it's not about like accumulating a lot of stuff. It's about this exchange, right? And exchange with a pure intention. That's key. And that eventually takes you into the 10 of Pentacles, where you have enough for yourself. You also have enough for people around you, for your family, for your community, whichever way you know, whatever your close environment is. But the choice is yours. And see, this is the minor arcana, which means that the choice is yours, Divine Feminine. You can live either or, right? And you can choose that like mentality for yourself, which is what a lot of people unfortunately are choosing in life, right? But you can turn things around into this 10 of Pentacles energy. What do we have for Divine Masculine? Okay, you have Ace of Wands, the Hangman, and Knight of Swords. Ace of Wands is, I see a lot for Divine Masculines. Yeah, so Divine Masculine wants to communicate about their passion, about their desires, right? And take it how it resonates for your situation, or, you know, with your DMs, right? It could be pretty literal about physical attraction for someone, right? Like being really, really attracted to somebody physically. Or it could be more along the lines of like, okay, this is my like cherished dream, right? Like this is what I really would love to get my hands on. And, you know, it's talking about it, but it's taking a different perspective. So it's even DM themselves are taking a different perspective from that, right? Like, I'm getting they want to communicate this new information that they received, right? Like maybe there were some presentations, conversations, some sort of sharing of that passion before with someone important, but now it's like the understanding changed, new insights came in, right? And there is a need, there's a thirst for that sharing of this new information, so that the interested person, right, or whoever needs to know, that they have the latest information. It's interesting, like this urge to share the latest updates on the topic of passion. I was just talking about home, and actually had a castle in it. Right? Okay, let's see what's going on with the connection. I have the witch's tarot here. What's going on with the connection at the moment? Ooh. Page of Cups, Six of Cups, and the Empress. Ooh, I like this. Yeah, there's this innocence of a newness to the connection vibe right now. Like, again, because we had so many shifts recently, right? Like, there is this feeling that suddenly it's so different. Like, it's new, it's different, not in a bad way, not in a scary way, but different in the way of like, wow, that's interesting. I've never really seen this about my person, right? Or I've never really felt like doing XYZ with my person, right? Well, now I understand why they were giving me a hard time about something, right? Like, there is this, like, oh wow, really? But I'm getting that part of it is connected with those insights, part of it is connected with, you know, expressing more of a childlike self, right? Like, fooling around, you know what I mean? Like, playing the game, like maybe like making fun of something, maybe a practical joke for somebody, but it's how they are having a good time, how they're having fun, right? And you, like, both twins want to share those moments with each other, right? Without really handling the tough questions, which is okay for a moment, right? To be in it, to kind of like share this pure joy and happiness. That's when our heart chakra opens up. That's what helps us heal in many ways, starting with inner child work and that level, and ending in creative self-expression and what creative means for each of us, because that will be very different things for us individually, right? The Empress is again about creation, about creativity, right? It's about nurturing creativity and creation, sometimes literally, but more often figuratively, right? So the twins they are excited because they're doing that mutual nurturing of each other's creative self, of that passion, you know, with kindness. Beautiful. Okay, last but not least, let's get some messages between the twins. First from DMs to DFs. Okay, we got, you're on, happiness is my priority. Yeah, so what I'm getting here is DMs don't want you to think that if they haven't paid much attention to you lately, haven't talked to you much, it's because something is wrong between the two of you. That's not true. It's just that they're figuring out certain things for themselves. You see, the happiness is my priority pops out, and partly it is connected with you, right? But it's more like they need to process their feelings and emotions, right? To make some conclusions, to be ready with some decisions, that it doesn't just fall on them, you know, like a suitcase that falls off the shelf on a plane or in a bus or wherever, right? So it's like, woof, it just hits you in the head, causing a concussion, right? They need to figure it out in a healthier way, and that's what they're working on. That's what the universe is helping them do right now, actually. Let's see what we have from DFs to DMs. Okay, anything else? Okay, so we got, I meant what I said, seek professional advice, and you make my heart full. So DF is clearly seeing that there are certain questions that DF has that they need someone's help with, right? Like, it's not something that you can just tough it out, you know, or like let the time pass and it's gonna solve itself. No, DF is saying, I can see this is difficult for you, so turn to someone you trust, right? Professional advice, of course, most likely means an actual professional, like a therapist, a mentor, coach, a boss, right? But it doesn't have to be. It's enough if you feel like they are proficient in that area that you need advice in. Okay, and the last message here is that the elves really, when they say that they care, when they show their love, they really mean it. They really want you to know that it's not feeling sorry for you, dear divine masculines. It's not because they don't feel like you can do it on your own. It's because they care so much. And if there are some harsh words, it's also because they feel like it's because they feel like they need to be, they feel they need to be authentic with you, to be vulnerable, to be open, to share, even if it's something that is questionable, right? Or maybe something that's not pleasant. They want to be able to share with you anything and everything, and this is a big step towards it. So please be patient and kind with it. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all, and I will be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.